640 acres in Northern California. I'm sad to let this one go. This is available with us at Wilco Land, and it is such a cool property. This video is going to summarize this listing for you. I'll click through some of the photos while I talk about what we're going to go over. I'm going to touch on access. I'm going to show you what this property looks like from Google Earth imagery, and I'm going to show you how to, use GPS coordinates, go take a look at it, do some of your own due diligence, things of that nature. So what I know about the property is one location. Let's get into it. So we post a lot of stuff on our website. In terms of land use for this, who's the buyer for this property? It's hunters, it's preppers, it's people looking for a trophy asset to add to their investment portfolio, right? Starting a business, doing some sort of business venture. Maybe you're subdividing the property. So this is so wide open to multiple uses and endless amount of uses that it's going to be hard to not find something that you want to do with it, right? It is zone UCT. For those interested in, hey, what can I do with the property? Land use, exactly. Here's the uses allowed by right. Here's what's allowed by permit. So I'll let you look through a lot of that. There's more to this zoning. You might be able to subdivide into 8 80-acre parcels if you're a developer. That's something you could sell off. So again, this is hunting lodges, this is outdoor recreation, a prepper property. Things of that. This actually comes in the X zone. So X zones is where trophy deers are found. There's only a limited number of tags. Landowners get 2 of them having this much acreage out here. So for those into hunting in Northern California, X zone is where you want to be. The next thing you can look into is taxes down here. I've got some access notes. Try to email me if you're going to go out to this property. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about it. You don't have to if you're going to go out there on the weekend. You don't get in touch with me. You will need some good navigational skills and backcountry skills to go visit this property, though. So that's something I do want to warn people about. This isn't just going to plug an address in thinking you're just going to follow your phone and make it to this property. That's not the case here. You need to do some studying of the property location. Download apps like Onyx, things of that nature. I have a Google Earth link right here that you can also download. What that's going to pull up for you, and I don't have it open right now, so let's pull it up. This is what you would do. This is what mine looks like. Maybe using a different browser of things of that nature. I'm going to download it. Let me get me out of the way here and open this file up. We'll see it open up on Google Earth. I will get to that. GPS coordinates. So if you're going back here, you probably know how to use GPS coordinates. You can use them in Google Earth. You can use them in Onyx. Onyx, I do really highly suggest. It shows parcel ownership. I've got a blog on our website about Onyx. For those visiting off-grid properties like this, I do really suggest using an app like Onyx. Definitely take time before you go out here. You're going to be spending a lot of time to go visit this land. And before you get out there, you're going to want to get an idea of where you're going, study the landscape, study the topography, things of that nature. This is where we are on a map. This is how you use GPS coordinates. We're in Northern California, right outside of Redding. I'm sure it's quite a bit further than that, but you get what I'm saying. It's to the east of Redding here, right outside of Lassen National Forest, south of Modoc National Forest. So you're surrounded by national forest here, and you get the desert out here. So Reno's down here. Again, using GPS coordinates, hop on satellite images, you can take a look there. Now let's check out the Google Earth. Google Earth I have some images here. What's really awesome about this piece of land, it's adjoining BLM land on all 4 sides. So how cool is that? This is thousands and thousands of acres of BLM land. I've got a picture showing it in the listing here, showing exactly, literally every side of this property is pinned with BLM land. So let's see if I can show you that here. Yep, so I've got a picture in here. It's all BLM land. This might be a natural spring. I would think this is it. Our photographer reported, they took pictures, there's water in it. You see some of those photos and we'll get to it, but that's where we're at. Again, like I said, this is off-grid, surrounded by public lands. We've got Bald Mountain right here. Water, for those interested in utilities, well is going to be your option out here. With the natural spring being right here and this southern facing slope, you're going to have, I would highly guess that the water table is super high. So it's not going to be super expensive to drill a well. Depending on what the road condition is like out there, that's going to be your hardest thing, is getting materials back there to kind of develop back here. So the road's going to need work as well. So we're in Little Valley, Dixie. You're probably going to find not a lot of people. This is, like I said, very rural, very out there. Let's look into some of the photos and videos that our photographer took. I touched on things like access. You will need navigational skills. You will want to study apps like Onyx, apps like Google Earth, looking for roads like this. Like we can see kind of roads being platted out here. And you can see two tracks and things like that as you look through here. So you are going to have to take time to study all these two tracks, all these roads. I think this road might end. I think your best bet's this northeast corner coming in from the north. But I have heard people have success actually getting in from Little Valley. So I would probably recommend, I don't have the old notes from my photographer because he took photos of this a while back, but you're going to want to take this Loomis Cabin Road, I believe, from Little Valley to access this property. This is going to be your best bet. And then looking through here to see what your best, I mean, you can see two tracks here. Okay, do I want to come all the way up around Dixie? And maybe it brings you back around. It looks like it doesn't. So let's start veering off onto this Loomis Road here. It looks like this veers off. If you get outside of Little Valley, you go along that track there, you're going to find a way to probably meander back into this northeast corner like I'm looking at here, or potentially down here, you shoot over this way, or potentially down here. So again, having Onyx will show all the land ownership around this property. You'll be able to click on it. There's a free week trial. But like I said, looking on my GIS system here, this is all, or here's the Dixie Valley Ranch to the south down here. This right here is more BLM land, 150 acres of BLM land. BLM land right here. BLM land right here, 600 plus acres. And a lot of times there's more BLM land adjoining these lots. Another six, I mean, it's like I said, it's everywhere. This is BLM land too. So that's a game changer. I mean, this has got to be a really fun place to explore. I think this is that spring we're taking pictures of. This is an aerial overlay. So what this GIS system is, it's overlaying the imagery on top of Google Earth. Is it perfect? Not 100%. 99% sure. 98% sure. Yes. So could part of this spring be on the property? Could there be natural water features running into here? Sure. You're gonna have to go out there and explore. Maybe get a survey in the future if you really want to find that out. But you're gonna be the only one back here. So this is out here in Timbuktu. Like I said, great hunting property, preppers, outdoor recreational, just a mecca. Put your own private airstrip out there and go check it out. So whether it's an investment or something you're going to use, it's a tangible asset that's available while you sit and watch your money appreciate. This is views from facing south. So this property's southerly facing. So it's going to give you some of these epic views that we're talking about here. There's a lot of lava rock out here, but this is covered in trees. There's plenty of flat space. There's a gentle slope down. You can see it here with, like I said, world-class views. You can see some pictures of some of these roads back here, or even like deer trails potentially is what those might be. Our photographer took videos. We'll get a brochure listed in the listing that shows a lot of this information. We don't post all these videos right in the website immediately, but we'll have a brochure. You can email me if you would like to see some of these. They're just quick little snippets that our photographer took. And I think we all have an idea what we're looking at here. So those still pictures do a really good job. I do want to get into the roads going back to this property, so we'll take a look at those in a second. We covered the potential access. I do think it is going in from Little Valley. So I'll touch on that before we end this call. But again, going back to just land being an asset that's never going away. I mean, there's a finite supply of land, and this is 640 acres of that finite supply, and it's affordable. I mean, we've got it priced really well. We offer owner carry options for those interested. We do just slight discounts for cash deals too. So you can see this road here.
Wall punctures in the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these guys were taking. I remember sending. His name is Austin. He went back there and he did a great job of getting back there. And he's the one who warned me. He's like, hey, you need to have somebody that has some backcountry skills or navigational skills to get back here. Bring some extra water. You don't want to get stuck back here for too long without food and water. So it's that type of property. Here's another good image of the road going in. If you want to call it a road.
This is cool, Austin. You should get a bunch more of these, dude.
I know.
I would totally drive to these. This is fun.
Yeah.
Like
this is cool. This is really cool. So, like I said, we're bummed we have to be selling this investment. We've got more information on zoning. If you want to read about the county zoning information, UC2, we should have a link right here, View County Property Zoning here. So you can read actually more on the Lassen County Code. So you'd go to zoning, and you can read more on, like, if you want to do industrial hemp on this property. I mean, you want to do some sort of retreat on this property. I mean, these are business ideas you can contact the county about. When we get really specific about what you want to do with the property, I recommend going to the county for that. And I'm looking down here. It looks like I'm about 10 minutes for my video. If you have additional questions, let me know. Like I said, I want to touch on access one last time. You will want to study access a little bit, and your best bet's coming in from Little Valley. There should be a 2-track or a dirt road blazed in, and you want to veer off on Loomis and kind of follow these white lines that we're seeing on Google Earth. And when I zoom out, you can see the lines here on Google too. So it looks like this veers back around. This ends right here. So you may have to go all the way up north and follow either this road, Spring Gulch Road. So you see how Spring Gulch Road goes up here. This could be a good option. Or you've got Loomis down here. So again, recapping access, Loomis Cabin Road turns into Spring Gulch Road up here. This goes down next to the spring, it looks like, and right onto this property. So this is accessing 640 acres available with us at Wilco Land. My name's Miles. If you have any questions, let me know. 605-299-5553.